Okay, second ride report. Did another, we'll say 2.5 hours of riding, another 30 some odd miles. Got the freshy tire up so you can see comparison somewhat. Wear doesn't look much worse, I'll say, than after the second ride. So this is about 4.5 hours of total ride time on this tire. I don't really see any major signs of lugs tearing off. This ride, as you can see from the video if you watched it, I was riding some more rocky, slippery, wet terrain. I will say for sure this tire, in my opinion, has better wet traction forward bite than the 81. A little more opinion being developed on how the tires perform, obviously with more ride time. The front end is definitely a better tire. I can put more confidence in the side, and it doesn't push out or wash out. I ride very biased on the rear tire, so front tires aren't as important to me, I'll say, as rear tires are. But as you can easily say, if you like a tire or you have a good tire, it's hard to say what's bad about it. But if you have a tire you definitely don't like, you notice right away. So no major complaints. Front tire, really good, really like it. Rear tire, also really good, really like it. I did up the pressures, PSI, to 7 PSI, so the rear didn't feel as soft as it did on my initial ride. I will note though that with the lack of side lugs comparatively, the rear end does not have as good side bites. Like if you're side hilling, the rear end does have a tendency to step down, not a monumental amount, but for the expectation I had of consistency in what I'm used to riding, it was noticeable. Now that is also compounded by the front tire is more responsive. I'll say it does bite better. So with the front end gripping a little better and the rear end feeling like it doesn't grip as well in lateral grip, it's kind of exacerbated. You know, you put a little bit of too much angle in the front, the rear wants to come around. So I'm talking minute differences for my comparison for what I'm used to. I pulled up my calipers. I put them back at about 16.4, so you can get a wear comparison here. See if I can get a good. Yes, we've lost about 1 millimeter so far. It's like 15 something. Squash that down. So now that I'm touching, we've gone down to 15.5. It was at 16.44. But with the scoop design, tire's still good. I think this thing's actually going to perform for soft traction a lot longer because of that scoop design and its configuration. So going out for another ride, we'll be going back to my local riding area from the first video because we're still getting more rain and more snow. And if you saw from the last video, we ended up having to ride up a stream riverbed that's prone to flash flooding that totally changes the riding conditions. So it's a bit sketchy. If you haven't ridden it before, you don't know what's changed. And then we were forced to ride miles out in the snow, which some people may enjoy, but I absolutely do not enjoy. But I'm a fan so far. The interesting thing is going to be once I do wear this rear out, I will be throwing this freshie on. So it'll be a fun comparison because by then I should be getting used to this tire completely, and then I'll throw a fresh 81 on and I'll be able to tell right away going back the differences. So I'll continue reporting, documenting the rides, and tune in next time.